Sorry. So the whole morning we had sharing information on CWC by use of radio and publications basically. But how do we now engage these communities to proactively share information on emergencies to the Kenya Red Cross basically? So how do we tell them to send us the reports to us so that we can now send responses wherever it's needed? So I'll take you through that. And this platform we are calling iVolunteer. Am I loud enough? Okay. So iVolunteer leverages on social media to send emergencies to a global reach of people. Basically, the whole community, not community, but the whole region of Kenya are able to share information and get information feedback to Kenya Red Cross on what is happening around them. Yeah. So how do we use this, or how do we go about this? So with the introduction of affordable smartphones in Kenya, led to the growth of internet. Sorry for that. With the introduction of affordable smartphones in Kenya, led to the growth of internet usage by use of a mobile phone. With this, again, it gave growth to more people now connecting online, connecting online and basically social media connection in this case. So more and more people today are connecting and are on social platforms than before. So what you see at the back is an example of an example of a tweet that was sent to the Kenya Red Cross to inform or to give an action of what should be happening. So people send alerts to us, and now we respond to those kind of alerts. So how do we, again, if I get this, so how am I sure that it's not a hoax? People playing games and, it's because it's a real-time information platform sharing. So how do I know that? Social media has technologies that help you with verification of information. And one of it is the crowdsourcing for information, as well as geolocation of tweets. But this, again, cannot, verify information. So we need to have people in place to verify this kind of information. So with the use of geolocation and crowdsourcing for information, we work again with our 24-hour emergency operations center to verify content that we're getting online. So when this content is verified, is the only time that we share this content with everyone else. So after that, we work with the facts, basically. So we work with the facts and share that content online. Tell people, if it's always an alert, an example if I can give is if there are floods somewhere in some region, maybe, if there's a terror alert or something like that, this is content that I have verified using different platforms again. I'm able to share that with everyone else, so it goes global, basically. So how has iVolunteer platform or iVolunteer initiative impacted lives basically in Kenya? One of it is I'm able to get content online. It's in real time because it's social media, so it's real. So this helps in averting other emergencies, maybe averting other disasters happening. An example, if I can give again, is if someone shares an alert that there's an accident on X road, for example, if I share that content online, I'm sure that I can avert emergencies happening later on. So if I can compare again social media, how we're using iVolunteer that is running on social media is before we could only capture content that were, emergencies that were mass casualty emergencies. But with the introduction of iVolunteer today, I can also capture information that only, big and small emergencies. And also, it has fine-tuned the way we are documenting content back in Nairobi. So the other thing that iVolunteer has impacted is it's a form of an early warning tool to the society, because by sharing content that are happening across the country, I'm able to, by getting alerts from the general public to Kenya Red Cross, I'm able to share that again after verification, and this now averts emergencies happening. The other thing that it has also created is a voluntary platform where people, share information without the society all the time saying, so what's happening? So where are you? So how is this? So people now voluntarily share information without even, requesting for it. So there's an emergency, they know where to get that information to its Red Cross. We use the platform again to share content on preparedness, content on, so what do you do if there's an emergency? So how do you act on that? So that is what we again use it for. This platform has increased our engagement levels. From the numbers that you see, when we started this initiative back in September 2011, we had a few following online, but because of this real-time reporting of emergencies happening across the country, it had led to big numbers on social media, and this now has an impact in terms of the number of people the content gets to. So we have over 400,000 on Twitter, and this kind of has a ripple effect. Whenever I share something, people share that, and then it gets to bigger masses, basically. So I can comfortably today say that Red Cross gets 60% of the alerts that we respond to by use of this kind of tool, this kind of initiative, basically. Thank you.